today we're going to talk about a new form that we're going to use to write equations, and that's called point slope form. So previously, we learned a couple of different forms. The first one is slope-intercept form, and hopefully you remember, the slope-intercept form looks like this. We have y equals mx plus c, and we know that the m is our slope, and the b is our y-intercept. Okay. The other form we've used, mainly in word problems, is standard form. And standard form looks like this. We had ax plus by equals c. And each of those, the ABCs, those are numbers. Okay, so we had something like 4x plus 3y equals 10, or 8.50x plus 3y equals 100. Whatever the case might be for that word problem, we put in numbers. Typically, C was our total, and A and B represented the prices. The one we're going to learn today is called point slope form. And point slope form looks like this. So it's y minus y1, and I'll explain what all these things are, equals m parentheses x minus x1. Okay, so let me talk about these. The regular x and y, so these right here, this x and this y, those are just x and y. We leave them alone. Just like if you look at slope-intercept, you look at standard form, you have always an x and a y. Okay? If you look right here, we've got an x and a y here. We've got an x and a y here. So just like that, the x and y stay the same. Now, the other three are going to mean different things. So m, just like in our slope-intercept form, m is still the slope. Okay, you can see it's in a different place in this equation, but it's still the slope. So same slope we've always been dealing with. Now, x1 and y1 are actually a point. So this particular point, x1 comma y1, is a point on this line. Any point. It doesn't have to be a special point. But it's a point on this line here. Okay? And so if you know two things about a line, you can use point slope form. So if you know what the slope is, and you know any point on the line, you can then write the equation in point slope form. Okay? Let me show you what I mean. So it says write in point slope form an equation of the line that passes through the point 6, negative 1 with slope 2/3. Okay, so let me just pull my information out over here. I have a slope of 2/3, and I have a point of 6, negative 1. So when I look at this point over here, this is x1, this is y1. Okay? Let's go ahead and write down our equation for point slope. So it's y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And now all I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pop in the things I know. Now remember, this you don't touch, this you don't touch. So those I'm not going to do anything with. But everything else, I'm going to put something in. So y stays the same. My y1, if I look over here, is negative 1. Now notice there's already a minus sign here, so it's y minus negative 1. See, all I did was I changed the y1 to negative 1 equals m is the slope, 2/3, parentheses, x stays the same, and then my x1, if I look over here, it says 6. That's a minus 6. And that's it. You're done. And if you look over here on the side, there's one more thing you can do just to make this look a little neater. Actually, y minus negative 1, we can put y plus. Okay. You don't always have to do that, because sometimes you don't have a negative, so there's nothing to simplify, but in this one you can. Okay, so that's our answer. All we did As a reminder, y and x we don't touch. So y stays the same. My y1, if I look over here, it's 2. Just minus 2 equals, my slope is 4. Parentheses, x stays the same. Minus my x1, if I look over here on the right. And on this one, I don't have anything to simplify. So usually the answer, the question pops up, do I then have to distribute the 4? If the question is saying put it in point slope form, you're done, because this is point slope form. We're going to learn how to then manipulate point slope form into other things, but if it just says write it in point slope form, you want your answer, which is here in blue, to look like the form, which is up here in black. Okay, so you would be done with this problem. Okay, go ahead and complete this short survey, and I will see